if you are new here, my name is Jamira. In today's video, I'm gonna do my quick little everyday glam, so keep watching. Okay guys, so I already got my brows on and my face primer. So I used my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this primer. They sell it in big bottles too. This is just the travel size. And next, I am gonna go in with my foundation, and today I'm using my Milani Concealer Plus Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer, and it looks like this. I am in the shade 13 Chestnut. Okay, so I have my foundation on. Now I'm going with the damp beauty blender and blend the foundation out. When I do my foundation, I like to blend it out for a good 5 to 7 minutes. Maybe that's a little pushing it, so maybe like 4 to 7. Just because I like it to be skin light and really melt it into my skin. So it takes me a little bit to blend out my foundation, even with my concealers and different things like that too. And you always want to bring it down to your neck. I love this concealer, you guys. Like, it is a full coverage, but it doesn't really feel heavy. At least on my skin, it doesn't. Okay, now that I have my foundation blended out, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. And for this part, I use 2 different concealers. So I'm gonna go in with my Born This Way concealer. It's by Too Faced. And I use the shade medium. This is what it looks like, you guys. And I am in the shade medium. So I'm gonna take this and put it on the inner corners of my eyes because it is a lighter shade. And I like my inner corners to be a little bit brighter. And then I am going to go in with my Morphe concealer, and I am in the shade C415. This is what this looks like, guys. And don't mind my nails. They keep breaking, so. And then I just put this, oops, I got a little bit too much down there, but it's okay. Right at the tail of the Born This Way concealer. Put that here. I'm gonna wait to do my nose. So, I'm only waiting to do my nose because I like to typically get to my nose last. And when I let the concealer dry too long, it's hard to work with and blend out. So I'm gonna wait to do that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my little lash fan that I use when I do lash extensions. It's on Amazon. I think it was $10. I can link it below. And I just dried this a little bit. And then I'm gonna go back in with the same beauty blender and just use the opposite side and blend out my concealer. Now, typically when I'm not in a rush, well actually when I'm even when I'm not in a rush, I take my concealer brush and I kind of pat it down first, and then I go back in and blend it. But right now, I don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna go straight into blending it. Either way, it looks good at the end, so. So I'm gonna just blend this out. And when I blend, you guys, like, I blend for so long that my arms start to hurt. So I like take breaks, quick little breaks, but that's because I like my products to really like look like my skin, not look like I just threw on a lot of makeup and didn't blend it out or anything like that. So it's okay. Beauty is pain, right? And then I'm gonna go in and do my other eye. And then what I typically like to do is also blend it to my eyelids for like an eyeshadow base primer. Now today, since I'm doing a quicker look, I will not do eyeshadow. I might do like my little bronzer technique that I do. Other than that, it won't be like a eyeshadow look, if that makes sense. I gotta make sure it's all blended. Okay, and then next, what I'm going to do is I am going to use my Estée Lauder. Now this foundation is really red on me, so I use this to contour. So it's my Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup in the shade Sienna 7C2. This is what it looks like, you guys. And this foundation is wonderful just to wear on its own, but I accidentally grabbed a darker shade, so I'm just going to use it as my contour and it will be fine. So when I put this on, you guys, it is going to look a little red, but that is okay. Once I blend it out with my bronzer, it will kind of like melt and soften into my skin. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this and sculpt my face, my cheekbones. And you guys see how red it is? But it is a-okay. Once I blend it out, it'll be fine. And then once I kind of like to cup my contour like a little bit. And I was saying it will be okay once I use my bronzers and kind of soften it. And you guys, like I always say, everybody does their makeup different. It's not going to be the same. So my techniques work for me. It might not work for someone else. It might not be the correct technique. I am not a professional makeup artist. However, I am an esthetician, so I know how to do makeup. But I'm always learning and improving and always willing to learn and improve. So you have to do what you think is right for your skin and what suits you best. So I just took my face beauty blender. I'm just blending my contour up almost like a facelift almost. I don't like to pull it down because then it's pointless and then it just kills the visual effect of what you're trying to do. You see, it's not as red anymore. I don't know if you can see it. It is a little red, but not as red as it was. Let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite products to contour with? I'm always wanting to try new things, so I first started out using the Urban Decay Naked contour palette. It's like a little kit with creams and powders in it. Then I switched to Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, and now I kind of just do concealers, darkened concealer foundations, and then concealers for highlighting. So let me know what you guys like, and I'm always willing to try and review those products. So yeah, just let me know. Okay, now that that all is blended out, I'm gonna go in with my Hoola Toasted bronzer. This is by Benefit. I absolutely love, love, love this bronzer. So I use two. I'm gonna start off with this one and then I'll show you guys what I use next. Don't forget to always top off the excess product because you don't want that all just sitting on your skin. And now I'm just gonna work this bronzer in. forehead. And you guys, even for an everyday look like this can be a lot. You can take some steps away. I just like to leave the house no matter what with the full face on, even though it's my quicker look. So yeah, you can definitely customize it and make it your own. This is just what I do, because I like all of the steps that I do, and I just don't like feeling like, oh, I did this step, why didn't I do this step? If that makes sense. Because everything I do right now is some people's full face of makeup, so you just gotta customize it to your liking. So I blend that out. And then I am going with my next bronzer, which is my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Mahogany. This is a great bronzer too. This is one of the first bronzers that I truly fell in love with, because I always struggled with finding like shades that match my skin tone or products that were good for my skin. So this is a good bronzer for those of you who's looking for a starter bronzer. Even the Hoola's Benefit one is too. It's just a little on the redder side for my skin, so the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer kind of calms that down too. So, next, what I am going to do is, when I do my concealer for this look, I hardly ever do more than one pass. I just like the natural look for it, and I feel like when I apply a little bit more heavier concealer, then it kind of looks like over the top sometimes, so I have to tone it down a little bit. And then for my baking process, watch what I do, you guys. So I'm gonna take my Transparency Clinique powder. This is what it looks like. And then I'm going to bake swipe, that's what I call it, and you'll see what I'll do. So I bake, I press it into my skin, and you guys, my skin is on the dry side. It's always been on the dry side, so I don't like to let my powder sit. I just, especially under my eyes, since I do have lack of collagen there, it causes my eyes to look a little bit more creasier. So I just bake and swipe, and so this is what I do when I bake and swipe. I press this powder in, and then I just go back in with the brush and swipe it. And honestly, this has helped me. When I first started doing makeup, I did bake, and let me tell you, your girl had bad flashback. When I took pictures, I was like, oh my goodness. So this has helped with that. Okay guys, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia bronzer and go ahead and put the bronzer on my eyes. I'm just blending it on there. And this is what I typically do when I'm in a rush and I want to do eyeshadow. I just put bronzer and it works. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Lash Sensational mascara by Maybelline. And I like to wipe off a lot of mascara just because I feel like this one kind of clumps a little bit more the more I put on my actual lashes. So I like to just kind of wipe some off and then go in with it, work it in. And then let this dry. while I'm getting my lashes ready. So today's lashes that I'm wearing are my lashes that I sell and I made. So my line is called Mary's Miracles, and I'll kind of do a video about like why my business is called Mary's Miracles and all that good stuff. So today the lashes I'm going to be wearing are 3D mink lashes, and they're called Flirty. And I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're not on the thing because I did just clean them yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that. I went ahead and put on the other lash as well as eyeliner, which I used my Stila waterproof eyeliner, and then I finished off with my Lash Sensational on my bottom lashes. Now I'm going with blush. Now I'm gonna use my James Charles palette, and I'm gonna use this color right here as my blush. I love this color. It looks really nice on my skin complexion, so that's why I like to use it. And then when doing blush, don't just sit it on the apples of your cheek. Work it in up to where you're gonna put your highlighter, or just work it up so it doesn't just sit there, because then it's not blended at all, and then it would just look harsh on your skin. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of that color, and I put on my forehead and a little on my chin, but I always just work it back in to my cheek areas and work it up. Working my forehead, chin. And then I am not gonna do highlighter today, however I did grab it. This is the highlighter that I use when I do these quick little looks. So I love the Becca highlighter, and this is the blushed copper highlighter, and it's just like really pretty, and on my skin it kind of just warms it a little bit and makes my skin look bronzified. So this is what it looks like. Can you guys see it? I don't know. There we go. It's so pretty. So that's what I typically put on, but today I'm not going to. So yeah, next I'm gonna go in and finish my lips. So I'm gonna use my nude-Verona lip pencil. And these pencils I get on Amazon because I am a licensed esthetician, and I just buy bulks of these. So my clients, so I don't use the same ones on my clients, especially during this time. So I have like variety, and I believe they come in a 54 pack, the ones I have. And I'm just gonna line my lips. And this is the shade, what shade is this? Rose Brown. I usually use a darker color. I usually use a dark brown or an espresso, but I grabbed the wrong one, it's okay. That's my go-to lip. And then next, I'm gonna take my favorite nude. It's by Ofra, and it's in the shade Verona. Verona. I don't know if they even sell them anymore. I can see, and if I find it, I'll link it below. Now I'm just gonna go in with that. Then I'll finish off with my Milani Natural Lip Luster in the shade 15. It's their lip plumper lip gloss, and it's absolutely amazing. So I usually use the Buxom ones, but at the time I was looking for an inexpensive lip plumper lip gloss, and this truly has worked wonders. So I just stuck with it, and I use it frequently. This is what I use when I do my everyday look. Now I'm going to go in with my setting spray. This is my all-time favorite setting spray. It's the Ofra setting spray, the makeup fixer, and it's so amazing. So I've had this bottle for about 1.5 years, and it's because a little goes a long way. So I like to distance the spray and spray it like that. I completely forgot to do my nose, but I went back in and I completed my nose. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the completed look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, please. And turn on those bells so you know when I post. And I'll see you in the next video.